back on the Morning Brew. This is great. I got the facial earlier, but Joe Marie's getting some fun stuff done here. This is Susan Gomez, and you are a professional face painter.
Yes.
But this is amazing.
Thank
this
you.
is the kind of thing that I am just stunned at. And this is a Dia de los Muertos themed thing for Joe Marie.
Yes.
How does it feel under there?
It feels actually really good. It's not cakey. It doesn't feel heavy or anything, which is actually like stage makeup, where you feel very clogged and just very thick. This is actually, it's very breathable. It's very light.
Yes.
Like I didn't even know how much you put on then just like a couple minutes ago when I actually looked at my phone. I was like, oh my gosh, who's that sexy beast right there?
Yeah, this follows the same standards as makeup, so it feels really light. It's easy to remove, but yet you can touch it and it won't go anywhere. It's not greasy, and it's good. You know, it's good for the skin.
That's excellent. So how did you get started doing this, Susan?
Well, I've always been an artist. I've always done some form of art since I was a kid. But about 4 years ago, I started seeing face and body painting on the internet a lot and on Facebook, and I just decided to try my hand on it. I ordered some paints. I did some YouTube tutorials and went for it.
Next thing you know, you're off and running.
Yes.
And then you just came back from San Francisco, where you actually earned a huge prize.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
I went to, it's called Bay FABA, which is the Bay Area Face and Body Art Convention. This is my second year at the convention, and I did take first place in the face painting competition, second year in a row.
That's huge.
Yes.
Did you do Dia de los Muertos?
No.
No.
No, the theme was circus, so I did a circus theme face paint, so that it was a ringleader, and it was a little tiny man on the face, and so the eyes were the face, the eyes of the ringleader. It's really cute.
Oh, that's
you can see
cool.
that on my website.
And I think we have a video of some of this too that we can play. Yeah, there we go. And these are some of the things you've done there. This is very cool.
That's at the parade, I think.
This is the parade, of course. And this. So, and I do know that there are maybe 2 or 3 dozen parades this year. The Marigold Parade, there's stuff going on all over the South Valley. There's stuff going on all over the city where a lot of people want to get their faces done. And, like, I wouldn't know what to do. So this is one of the services you're offering, right?
Yes, face painting especially. And I urge a lot of people to research professional face painters or makeup, because I don't recommend a lot of the makeup that's found at the Halloween store or at your local Walmart or anything, because they don't follow very good standards. These are very good for the skin. A lot of people use acrylic paint, which is a huge no-no.
Right, because then your skin can't breathe.
Right, yes. And even though it says non-toxic, doesn't mean that it should be applied to the skin. It just means that you won't die.
It just means you're not going to die if you eat it.
What I tell people is poison ivy is non-toxic. You wouldn't rub it on your skin. So be very careful when choosing an artist.
Where would you go to, or what are the things you should look for, like when you're actually researching your artist?
Well, you can ask them what brands of paint they use, what kind of paints they use. If they are using the correct things, they should be able to tell you name brands. If they say it's non-toxic, then that may raise a few flags, because they're just probably talking about acrylic paint. Most of the face paints that I use, they come in these cakes like this. Some do come in tubes. You just want to research, go online, ask a lot of questions. And don't be afraid if they pull out something that doesn't look right to you, to question or to stop or to wait till you get online.
I'm more curious where the glitter comes from, because I thought the glitter would be in the makeup, but the glitter is actually just glitter that you're just. This is very cool.
It's professional makeup grade glitter as well, and that's another thing. Glitter, craft glitter, and makeup glitter are different.
Oh, really?
Yes, craft glitter is cut square, so it can cut the cornea, it can harm the skin.
Oh, and this is cut circular.
Yes, it's cut circular.
Oh, that's clever.
Yes, so it's very safe. Everything here is makeup grade.
That's very cool.
So that's one thing that I promote is safe, safe, safe.
So how long does this take? I mean, we've been working on Joe Marie all morning to do something awesome like this, but I mean, is this a thing where if you want to get your face done, you need to carve out an hour or half hour? Or?
I can usually complete a Day of the Dead face within 30 minutes, 40 minutes, depending on the detail that I want. I mean, I can do a really quick one within 5-10 minutes for a party. But if somebody wants to do a photo shoot, which I do, then I'll take a little bit more time to make sure the lines are clean. Yes, especially if it's for photos. Yes, but it just depends on how much detail you want. I'm still not done. I could go on and on and on.
Right. How do you know when somebody's done?
I have to stop after a while. I have to time myself.
You would keep going.
Yeah, I'll just keep going and going.
Just give yourself a deadline and say, okay, I'm done.
Right. When somebody else is waiting, okay,
That's
then
very
I have
cool.
to stop.
Did you plan this before you came in, or did you take a look at Jo Marie's jewelry and say, I want to do something that's coordinated with the turquoise and the red?
I did kind of plan the design, but the colors, I went off of what she was wearing.
That's cool.
And that's what I normally do, is I either ask what favorite colors somebody has, or if they're wearing a certain color in their clothing at that time, then I try to match it.
And so for the Day of the Dead, there's some tips and tricks you can give to somebody who's not necessarily a professional, but we're just trying to do this at home. Where can we get some good makeup, and what are some ways to get these lines?
Well, good brushes are.
These look like paint brushes more than makeup.
Yes, these are Lowell Cornell, and Lowell Cornell makes brushes for canvas also, and these ones are really great. I like this series.
So go to the art supply store and pick up some quality.
You can buy some good brushes at the art supply store. I suggest number 2s or 3s for really good thin lines. Thin lines and clean lines are really the key into making your mask look really good. Thick lines kind of mud it up a little bit. And the background makeup is very important.
Start with the background first, because you start with the white first.
Yes.
And then work your way forward, right?
And the cream makeup that you find at the Halloween store, it's very greasy, and it's hard to apply anything on top of it. So that's where I see a lot of people doing Day of the Dead faces, and then they apply that grease makeup, and then they try to apply something over it, and it just kind of blends together. Right, you don't get clean lines that way. So I do suggest, if you're going to go all out, then definitely research.
Get the good stuff.
Yes.
Hire her. That's what you should do.
Right, hire her.
That's just what you should do.
Find a professional face painter. Do your research online. Ask. Always ask questions.
We'll be back in a couple of minutes on The Morning Brew. We got a whole lot more, including #trending with Jo Marie with her new face paint on The Morning Brew with Friends.